the body that turn the cholesterol into a completely different metabolic pathway. So it's not just the food you eat, but what your awareness, what your consciousness, and your state of emotions is at the time you're eating. Your state of mind can convert nectar into poison and the other way around too, poison into nectar. University, where they were feeding rabbits diets that were extremely high in cholesterol. And they found to their amazement there was one group of rabbits that never got the high cholesterol levels. After a while, they found out that the technician who was feeding these rabbits, instead of just throwing the food at them, he would stroke them and pet them and cuddle them and kiss them and then feed them the same poisonous food. But now, as a result of that experience of happiness, they made chemicals inside their brain and the body that turned the cholesterol into a completely different metabolic pathway. So it's not just the food you eat, but what your awareness, what your consciousness, and your state of emotions is at the time you're eating. Your state of mind can convert nectar into poison and the other way around too, poison into nectar.
So you guys, you hear that? I didn't know that. This is news flash and news to me. So the state of our mind can determine the food that we eat, whether it becomes poison in our system or it becomes nutritious, beneficial, and healthy. So some people who eat because they're angry, eat because they're upset, eat because they're depressed. No wonder why they get depressed more, because the state of their mind, the state of their consciousness is turning the food that should be nutritious, is turning it into poison, because the state of the mind is not settled, is not correct. You're sad, you're depressed, you're lonely, you feel frustrated, you feel stressed. And you eat, they call it comfort food, but you really don't feel comfortable because you're not even comfortable while you're eating the food. I'm not sure why they call it comfort food, because you are not comfortable eating the food. You're actually uncomfortable and you're eating the food hoping to give you comfort, but it really doesn't give you comfort, because mentally, emotionally, physically, maybe even spiritually, environmentally, you don't feel happy, you don't feel secure. That's why people just stop their face. I'm speaking to myself, so no matter if you, I'm talking to them. I'm speaking to myself. I'm sharing that with you. So people just stop their face and they call it comfort food. Now it's time for us to live consciously and eat consciously. That means we have to be aware of our state of being, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. That means environmental. I mean, even where you are, your environment, how you're living, where you're living, the sound that is vibrating in your house, the kind of music you're listening to, the kind of movies you're watching, the kind of conversation you are keeping, whether your internal dialogue or external dialogue, the conversation you have with yourself or with others. Your inner dialogue, the thoughts that you're having towards yourself, towards others, those thoughts can be toxic, or it can be liberating and free and healing both for you and others. So it's about time we begin. I'm speaking to myself. I'm preaching to myself. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you guys. I'm not claiming to be perfect, know it all, or have it all. I'm just sharing with you what I'm learning and practicing in the background to better myself and make myself a better person. So I'm just sharing that. But the thoughts and the conversation that we have with ourselves can heal ourselves or destroy ourselves. Likewise, the conversation and the thoughts we think towards others can also heal them or destroy them. So what are the thoughts and the words and the conversation that you're releasing out into the atmosphere about yourself and others? Is it good or is it bad? Is it something that you want to reap also for yourself or not? Because do not say and release thoughts and words about yourself and others that you do not want to reap. Now, granted, people can do you wrong and you want to correct them is different. But to say this person you amount to nothing, of course, it's not a good thing. This is Dadnet. Thank you for listening. I need you to share your thoughts and opinions below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and share button. The thumbs up, the thumbs down, all of it is included, because that's helping the algorithm to push the video before a larger audience. Thank you for helping me do that. I appreciate you.